In the last lecture, we are discuss about that is we start advanced macro facility. What is the advanced macro facility provided by macro preprocessors? Now, in this case, here we can consider three groups corresponding to that of the advanced macro facility. First one is nothing but the facility for alteration of flow of control during the expansion. That is how we can change the flow of macro expansion, or how we can change the control when macro will be expand when they are called by the assembly program. That is to change the flow of control of that macro. Corresponding some variables will be discussed here. Some statements required we discuss in today's lecture. Now, next thing is nothing but the expansion time variable. We have some of the variables which use at the time of expansion, and some of the parameters, that is attributes of some parameters that should be explained in today's lecture. We discuss these 3 points in this particular lecture. Now we first consider the alteration of flow of control during the expansion, how it can be takes place. That is, the two features are provided to the facilitates alteration of flow control during the expansion. First feature is nothing but the expansion time sequencing symbol, that is SS symbol in another words, or in short we can say. And second thing is nothing but that is the expansion time statements. There are three statements today we are discussing about: AIF statement, AGO statement, and ANOP statements. Now, how these three statements were work, or how they are operate when a particular macro will be expanded. Now, this expansion time consider according to the expansion of a particular macro, these three statements can work as per their functionalities. Now, here first of all we consider the expansion time sequencing symbol. In the sense, we can say SS has the syntax, that is dot ordinary string. Here this is the particular syntax for the sequencing symbol. Sequencing symbol means what? That is, we need to consider the particular statement or where this particular ordinary string is identified with dot. We can call that particular symbol is called as the sequencing symbol, and where we use this particular symbol at the particular operand field. In that case, the control will be transferred to that of the sequencing symbol. Now, in this case here, SS is defined by putting it in the label field. Okay, we discussed different labels also in previous macro definitions. Here we also define the sequencing symbol as a macro. जसं आपण इतर मॅक्रो डिफाईन इतर आपण लेबल डिसाईड करतो किंवा लेबल पुट करतो एखाद्या स्टेटमेंटला, त्या पद्धतीनं हे ऑर्डिनरी स्ट्रिंग किंवा हे पर्टिक्युलर सिक्वेन्सिंग सिम्बॉल काय केले जातील ऍज अ लेबल फील्डला त्या ठिकाणी ते यूज केले जातील. नाउ इन केस ऑफ द मॅक्रो बॉडी, नाउ इन दिस केस इट इज यूज ॲज अन ऑपरँड इन AIF or AGO statement. This is the particular symbol which is used at the operand field when we use the AIF statement or AGO statement to designate the destination of an expansion time control transfer. Okay, where it identify that if a particular AIF statement, in case of the AIF statement, this ordinary string is identified, then control will be transferred to that particular ordinary string where it is identified in the label. Okay, now control will transfer that expansion, or the expansion can take place for that particular ordinary string or that sequencing symbol स्टेटमेंट. बरोबर, त्या ठिकाणी एजीओ स्टेटमेंट किंवा AIF स्टेटमेंट मध्ये जर ही ऍज अ पॅरामीटर म्हणून वापरलं असेल, ऍज अ ऑपरँड म्हणून यूज झालेलं असेल, तर जर कंडिशन त्यांची सॅटिस्फाय होत असेल, AIF स्टेटमेंट असेल किंवा एजीओ स्टेटमेंटची कंडिशन सॅटिस्फाय झाली, तर ह्या ऑर्डिनरी स्ट्रिंग ही जे इथे सिक्वेन्सिंग सिम्बॉल यूज झालेला असतो, तो कोणत्या लोकेशनला ऍज अ लेबल फीड म्हणून वापरलाय, कंट्रोल त्या लेबलला काय केलं जातं, पास केलं जातं किंवा त्या स्टेटमेंटला त्या ठिकाणी पास केलं जातं, आणि त्या स्टेटमेंटचं एक्सपान्शन त्या ठिकाणी काय केलं जाईल, परफॉर्म केलं जाईल. Now that is nothing but this particular sequencing symbol that is used as a label in case of AIF or AGO statement, or with the help of AIF and AGO statement. Now in this case here we consider the AIF statement and AGO statement, how these statement can be worked. Now in this statement, AIF statement is same as a if statement of high level language. We consider if statement in our high level language, that is if we can pass a particular expression, and if that expression is true, then we can execute some code under that true expression. Okay, त्या if स्टेटमेंटच्या अंडर जो कोड दिलेला असेल तो तुमचा काय केला जातो, जर कंडिशन ट्रू झाली तर त्या ठिकाणी एक्झिक्यूट केला जातो. नाउ सेम थिंग कॅन हॅपन इन केस ऑफ द मॅक्रो with the help of this AIF statement. That is nothing but the conditional transmission also, conditional expansion can takes place with the help of this AIF statement also. Now in this case here we consider this statement can explain the AIF statement, that is, this is same as if statement. Now you are very well familiar with the help of this if statement in our high level language. Okay, now all the tasks similar to that of the if statement. In case of the AIF statement, we consider the syntax for AIF, that is AIF expression. It is nothing but any particular conditional code can be used in this particular expression. If this expression returns the true value, then the control will transfer to this option sequencing symbol, or some statement can be written under this particular AIF statement. Control will be transferred to expand that particular statements if the condition is true. If the condition is not true, that is it is the false, then such a expansion will not takes place under this particular sequencing symbol. त्या सिम्बॉलला जे काही स्टेटमेंट दिले असतील किंवा लेबल फील्ड मध्ये हा सिम्बॉल जिथे वापरले असतील त्या ठिकाणचं एक्सपान्शन परफॉर्म होणार नाही. नाउ इन दिस केस हियर एक्सप्रेशन इज अ relational expression involving ordinary string, formal parameters and their attributes and expansion time variables. We consider all these things under this particular expression. If the relational expression evaluates to true, okay, relational expression evaluates to true, expansion time control is transferred to the statement containing the sequencing symbol in its label field. Okay, आत्ताच मी तुम्हाला सांगितल्याप्रमाणे जर कंडिशन ट्रू झाली तर सिक्वेन्सिंग सिम्बॉल ज्या ठिकाणी लेबल फील्ड मध्ये वापरलाय त्या ठिकाणी कंट्रोल काय होणार आहे, ट्रान्सफर होणार आहे आणि तिथलं एक्सपान्शन काय केलं जाईल त्या ठिकाणी परफॉर्म केलं जाईल. नाउ हियर रिलेशनल एक्सप्रेशन हॅज द फॉर्म. What is the form of that relational expression? That is the formal parameter, then some conditional code can be given here. Okay, formal parameter, conditional code, and again we can have the formal parameter. म्हणजेच काय आलं तुमचं या ठिकाणी सपोज AIF, suppose here we consider if and A, it is a formal parameter, and Y, it is also one of the formal parameter. We check equality between these two formal parameters. If and A and Y are equal, then we consider this dot next as a sequencing symbol. If the condition or these two parameters are equal, then control will transferred at the point where dot next is given at the label field. Okay, dot next हा label field ला कुठे वापरला गेलाय, कंट्रोल काय केलं जाईल, डायरेक्टली त्या लेबल फील्डला किंवा त्या पर्टिक्युलर सिक्वेन्सिंग सिम्बॉलच्या स्टेटमेंटला त्या ठिकाणी काय केला जातो, पास केला जातो. दॅट इज नथिंग बट द AIF स्टेटमेंट. दॅट इज इन दिस स्टेटमेंट and A and Y are equal, then control will transfer to the statement containing the dot next in its label field. Okay, that is nothing but the AIF statement. The second one is nothing but the AGO statement. What is an AGO statement? It is the statement has the syntax, that is here we can consider in your high level language we consider the go statement. Okay, it is the unconditional transmission of a control. Okay, go statement can use unconditional transmission of a statement, that is there is no required for the particular condition to satisfy and then control will be transferred. That is at this particular AGO statement, here we use only the sequencing symbol. In case of the Go in high level language, in case of the C programming language, it is not used most of the time in that high level languages, but we consider that particular statement, Go statement, in case of that C programming language also, in other languages also, it is used with the help of label. Now in case of macro, we use this AGO statement with the sequencing symbol. Again, this sequencing symbol is appear at the label field of the particular statement in the given macro. Okay, here we can transfer the control when AGO is identified and the corresponding sequencing symbol is identified, the control will be transferred to that particular location. Now here unconditionally transfer of expansion time control to the statement containing in its label field. This is the unconditional transmission. Here our macro will start expansion and it identify this particular AGO statement in their particular location. Now control immediately transfer to this particular sequencing symbol expression, okay, or a sequencing symbol statement. That is nothing but the AGO statement, which helps to perform the unconditional transmission of the expansion. And last thing is nothing but, or last variable is nothing but the NOP, that is there is no operation, it's just a statement. That is NOP statement is written as sequencing symbol and then ANOP, there is here dot over. Dot over is nothing but our sequencing symbol. ANOP, we can declare that dot over as ANOP. That is we can mention this particular declaration of this particular sequencing symbol variable, we does not perform any operation on this particular sequencing variable. We just declare the it. That's why we can use here ANOP parameter ANOP statement here. Any and simply has the effect of defining the sequencing symbol. याचा इफेक्ट किंवा हे ANOP स्टेटमेंट कशासाठी वापरलं जाईल, फक्त तुमचा सिक्वेन्सिंग सिम्बॉल डिफाइन करण्यासाठी यूज केलं जाईल. देर इज नो अदर ट्रान्समिशन ऑफ द कंट्रोल when we use this particular ANOP. That is, control will be transferred only with corresponding AGO statement, and second one is nothing but the AIF statement. We consider the example and corresponding this syntax for these two statements. Okay, now we can consider second thing, that is the expansion, and that is this second type of advanced macro facility can be provided, that is the expansion time variables. We can have different expansion time variables. We consider that expansion time variables in two types, that is, one is nothing but the local expansion time variable, and second thing is nothing but the global expansion time variables. Now those variables which can only be used during the expansion of a macro call. जेव्हा macro call केला जाईल त्यावेळेस हे expansion variables काय केले जातात, त्या ठिकाणी यूज केले जातात. Now these are nothing but, or it is similar to that of our local variables and global variables. There will be considered in case of the macro also. Here we express them as a local expansion time variable and a global expansion time variables. Okay, now first of all we discuss each of one, how we can declare it and how it can be used in your macros. Okay, when we consider the local expansion time variables, it is created for use only during a particular macro call. When we call the particular macro, then at that macro call statement, that is by declared using LCL, we can use this local expansion variable. We declare the local expansion variable, we use this particular statement, that is LCL. Okay, LCL statement will be used to declare that local expansion variable, that is LCL, and EV specification, that is expansion variable name, will be given here. We can declare more than one expansion variables corresponding to that of the local expansion variables. Okay, and EV1 suppose, and X and Y and Z after the LCL. Okay, this is nothing but the local variable declaration at that particular point. Second thing is nothing but the global expansion variable, which exists across all macros situated in a program and can be used in any macro which has a declaration for it. Suppose we consider more than one macros, and when we consider this local expansion, it is related to a simply particular macro. जो मॅक्रो त्या ठिकाणी डिक्लेअर करेल ह्या व्हेरिएबलला, त्याच मॅक्रो पुरते हे लोकल एक्सपान्शन व्हेरिएबल्स काय असणार आहे, लिमिटेड असणार आहे. ग्लोबल एक्सपान्शन व्हेरिएबल्स आर एक्झिस्ट अक्रॉस ऑल द मॅक्रो कॉल्स सिच्युएटेड इन युअर प्रोग्राम. There is more than one macros can be given in your program. We can declare the global expansion variable, then we can access that all the particular macros to that search global expansion variable, just like your local variable which is limited to that of a particular scope. Global variable which is accessible throughout your functions. बरोबर, जेवढे फंक्शन्स तुमच्याकडे त्या ठिकाणी प्रोग्राम मध्ये तुम्ही लिहिता त्या सगळ्या फंक्शन्सला ते ग्लोबल व्हेरिएबल ऍक्सेसिबल असतात. परंतु लोकल व्हेरिएबल फक्त ज्या लोकेशनला किंवा ज्या फंक्शन मध्ये डिक्लेअर झाले त्याच फंक्शन पुरते काय राहतात, ते लिमिटेड राहतात. नाउ सेम थिंग कॅन हॅपन इन केस ऑफ दिस लोकल एक्सपान्शन व्हेरिएबल्स ऑल्सो अँड global expansion variables. Okay, now here we declare the global expansion variable. We can use a GBL statement, GBL then variable names. Okay, as according to this particular specification we can declare the global expansion variables. Now in this case here, if you want to set a particular value to the given local expansion or the global expansion variable, then we can use a set preprocessor statement in it. जो सेट प्रेप्रोसेसर स्टेटमेंट जे आहे त्याचा यूज करून आपल्याला काय करता येतं, त्याची व्हॅल्यू त्या ठिकाणी सेट करता येते, आणि ती व्हॅल्यू सेट केल्यानंतर त्या ठिकाणी आपण ती व्हॅल्यू काय करू शकतो, त्या व्हेरिएबलची नंतर स्टेटमेंट मध्ये यूज करू शकतो. नाउ दिस पर्टिक्युलर स्टेटमेंट नेव्हर अपीअर इन द केस ऑफ एक्सपान्शन व्हेन वी यूज दिस पर्टिक्युलर सेट प्रेप्रोसेसर. Okay, it is not a part of your macro, but it still set the value for that expansion variable. One correction in this particular representation in this particular syntax is that we can use here and operator. EV specific GBL and EV specification, that is and is missing here. We declare the variable just like LCL, we use here GBL and EV specification here also, and EV specification and EV specification we need to write here and also. Okay, इथे मेन्शन करा ते अँड स्टेटमेंट. ते अँड स्टेटमेंटचा यूज करून तुम्हाला त्या ठिकाणी ते मेन्शन करायचं. ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट थिंग इज नथिंग बट द that is set statement. It is used to set the value for the corresponding expansion variables. Okay, we can declare that expansion variable for globally, or we can use them as a locally. We use this set expression to set the value for that particular variables. Now in this case here we can consider the use of set preprocessor. We need to consider this particular example, that is macro. Name of the macro is nothing but counter. We declare the local expansion variable LCL and CNT. Okay, CNT is the local expansion variable. Here we can use and CNT set 1. Value 1 is set to the CNT local expansion variable. Okay, DC and CNT. DC in the sense we can declare a constant. Directly we can pass that local variable, because its value will be considered as a 1, which is the constant value. Okay, ही value नंतर काय होते या ठिकाणी constant declare होते. त्यानंतर and CNT set and count plus 1. We change the value of this particular CNT. Okay, in this case declare constant. What happened when we use the DC, the value of the constant variable which is declared to declare in this particular context is not permanent. ओके, आपण हे पाठीमागे याच्यामध्येच डिस्कस केलं, ऍडव्हान्स असेंबलर डायरेक्टिव्ह ज्यावेळेस डिस्कस करत होतो त्याच वेळेस आपण डीसी चे रिप्रेझेंटेशन सुद्धा बघितलं होतं. डीसी हा कॉन्स्टंट डिक्लेअर करतो, त्या व्हेरिएबलला कॉन्स्टंट करतोय, परंतु त्याची व्हॅल्यू ही फिक्स राहत नाही. ओके, ती व्हॅल्यू काय असते त्या ठिकाणी चेंज असते. जर आपण नवीन व्हॅल्यू असाइन केली तर नवीन व्हॅल्यू सुद्धा त्या ठिकाणी तो कॉन्स्टंट काय करू शकतो, अक्वायर करू शकतो. ओके, नाउ इन दिस केस व्हॉट हॅपन, दॅट इज and CNT set CNT plus 1. We change the value for this particular count. CNT ची व्हॅल्यू इथे काय होते, चेंज होते. दॅट इज वी इन्क्रीज इट विथ 1 and again we can use DC and CNT. that is our value of counter will be set or make constant. आधीची 1 होती, परत 1 ऍड झाला, आता किती झाली इथली CNT ची व्हॅल्यू 2 झाली. अशा पद्धतीने हा काउंटर त्या ठिकाणी काय होत असतो, इम्प्लिमेंट किंवा हा मॅक्रो त्या ठिकाणी इम्प्लिमेंट केला जातो. अँड हिअर एमेंड स्टेटमेंट विच एंड द पर्टिक्युलर मॅक्रो डेफिनेशन. ओके, दिस इज नथिंग बट द यूज ऑफ अ सेट इन a particular macro with local expansion variable or with global expansion variables. And third thing, in advanced macro directives, we consider the attributes of a formal parameters. Now what is that attributes of a formal parameters? There are 3 types of attributes can be used with the formal parameter. One is nothing but the length, one is nothing but the type, and one more is nothing but the size. That is the type, length and size are 3 attributes to each and every formal parameters. Okay, here we can consider to declare that particular attribute. We specify the attribute with the help of this particular syntax. That is, we write the given attribute using the syntax attribute name. What is the attribute? It is either size, it is either length, it is either type, then comma. Here we need to consider this particular comma, and then name of the formal parameter. Here and represents the in case of the and. Now this and is nothing but when we declare the formal parameter, at that time we need to consider and name of the formal parameter. Okay, here I don't mention this particular and variable, we just consider formal parameter with and. Okay, here and represents the information about the value of the formal parameter, that is about the corresponding actual parameter. तो and काय मेन्शन करतो, फॉर्मल पॅरामीटर मध्ये आपण फक्त and मेन्शन करतो, ऍक्च्युअल पॅरामीटरला आपण and मेन्शन करत नाही. मग ज्या वेळेस तुम्ही फॉर्मल पॅरामीटर मध्ये and मेन्शन करता, नाउ दॅट and represents the value of the formal parameter corresponding to that of the actual parameter. कुठली व्हॅल्यू आहे ती त्या ठिकाणी मेन्शन होते. नाउ हिअर टाइप, लेंथ and size attributes have the names T for the type, L for the length, and S for the size. We can use these 3 attributes. For example, we consider AIF, we consider or we use here conditional code, that is AIF T comma and A is the formal parameter, and here we can mention comma. That means we specify the attribute T is nothing but the type of and A. The meaning for this particular statement is what? Type of and A equal to B. B is not a actual parameter. We consider B as a byte in case of the macro. Okay, B consider as a byte. Now here we can check the type of and A equal to byte. If result is true, then control will transfer to that of the dot next. Control कुठे ट्रान्सफर होणार आहे तुमचा? डॉट नेक्स्ट लेबल फील्डला त्या ठिकाणी ट्रान्सफर केला जाईल. नाउ दिस इज द सिक्वेन्सिंग सिम्बॉल and it is appear in the case of a particular label field of a given statement. When this condition is true, then control will be transferred to that particular location. That is डॉट नेक्स्ट विच इज प्रेझेंट ऍट द लेबल फील्ड. लक्षात आलंय? अशा पद्धतीने हे ऍट्रिब्यूट्स काय केले जातात त्या ठिकाणी मेन्शन केले जातात. दॅट इज द यूज ऑफ दॅट ऍट्रिब्यूट कॅन बी कन्सिडर. वी कॅन मेन्शन दिस टी ऍज अ टाइप, comma and a. Here we declare the attribute of, or we consider the attribute of a parameter, formal parameter, and this attribute compare with, that is equal to b in the sense byte, then we can transfer the control to the next. That is nothing but the meaning for this particular statement in case of the attributes of the formal parameter. We can mention these three attributes, that is t, l and s, type, length and yes, and we can use in this particular way. Now we can see this particular example corresponding to that of the check, that is here we consider the macro which check the length of parameter and transfer control accordingly. Parameterचा लेंथ चेक करायची आणि कंट्रोल त्या ठिकाणी त्या पद्धतीने ट्रान्सफर करायचं. नाउ वी नेम द मॅक्रो चेक len and a. हियर वी यूज द कंडिशन, ओके, aif l. आपल्याला लेंथ चेक करायची म्हणजे त्या ठिकाणी आपण ऍट्रिब्यूटचं नाव घेणार l, कॉमा and a equal to 1. आपल्याला 1, तुम्ही इथं कुठलीही व्हॅल्यू देऊ शकता. ओके, वी कन्सिडर एनी टाइप ऑफ व्हॅल्यू. If this value of this formal parameter, that is length of this formal parameter is equal to 1, then control will transfer to the next one. Next one is appear at this particular location. Okay, control directly transfer. ह्या इथले तो स्टेटमेंट कन्सिडर करणार नाही. डायरेक्ट कंडिशन जर ट्रू झाली, लेंथ a ची 1 असेल तर कंट्रोल डायरेक्ट कुठे येईल तुमचा एक्सपान्शन साठी, प्रिंट एंड a ला येईल आणि इथे एमेंट स्टेटमेंट काय होईल, कंप्लीट होईल. म्हणजे इथले स्टेटमेंट पुढचे कंटिन्युअसली एक्झिक्यूट होणार नाही. जर कंडिशन एक्झिक्यूट नाही झाले, ही कंडिशन जर फॉल्स होत असेल इथे, तर मात्र हे पुढचे एक्सपान्शन केले जातील आणि प्रिंट हे स्टेटमेंट मात्र एक्सपांड होणार नाही. अशा पद्धतीने हे एक्सपान्शन त्या ठिकाणी काय केले जातात, त्या ठिकाणी ऍट्रिब्यूट्स त्या एक्सपान्शनच्या वेळेस त्यामध्ये यूज केले जातात. दॅट इज नथिंग बट ऑल अबाउट दी मॅक्रो advanced macro facility which are provided in case of two different types, and these two different types can again be considered during the expansion of the particular, that is according to the condition, according to the particular parameter and the attributes of the given formal parameter. These three situations where will be considered. Okay, now next thing we discuss about that is the expansion time expansion, conditional expansion and expansion time loops. We use all these things which are discussed in a advanced macro facilities. जे ऍडव्हान्स मॅक्रो फॅसिलिटी मध्ये आपण आतापर्यंत जे काही पॉइंट्स एक्सप्लेन केले, नाउ ऑल दीज थिंग्स all these three things were used in case of a two situation. That is, first one is nothing but the conditional expansion. We need to discuss the conditional expansion, how that conditional expansion will take place. And second one is nothing but the expansion time loops. We need to consider different loops in that expansion time loop. We use all these things, that is the facilities for alteration of flow control during the expansion time variables and attributes of the parameter. We use all these three things. Under these three things we discuss different statements. Using these different statements we can perform that conditional expansion as well as expansion time loop. We discuss both point in next lecture, because there is some examples can be given in that particular context. Okay, we discuss that things in the next lecture. So today we are conclude at this particular point. We complete the advanced macro facility, okay, and the corresponding examples also.